Type 2 diabetes rescued by keto and carnivore fans. Super curve honing fans. This is Bill here. It is, why do I always do this? Look at my watch. It's September 2nd, 2023. Isn't 2023 a weird year? Using a lot of stuff, untested stuff. I am really looking scruffy. It's like in the past couple of months with, as crazy as things got, I've gotten a little lax in my for somebody who has a shaving hobby in my use of my tools, straight razors and that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna do something a little different. This razor, this is a Tiarzasard 6/8 Evide Sonant Extra. Okay, it's a very typical 6/8 full extra hollow Tiarzasard razor. This has been rehoned. This razor has been on a field trip a number of times with my edge on it, honed on convex gear, and I got nothing but great reviews from that, even though there are a number of people who don't like the way I hone, say that couldn't possibly be because I did it wrong. Anyhow, they liked it, and I invited a friend of mine who hones on flat gear, is not opposed to however anybody wants to hone for themselves. He rehoned that, and I welcomed it. I believe he finished that on, my finest stone is the Suhiro 20K, which I have one side shaped into the convex. He has a Suhiro 15K because a friend of his had indicated they didn't see much difference between the two. And I'm anxious to try that. I haven't stropped it. I haven't done anything to it. That's his edge, the way it came from me. And he was kind enough to send me this like really cool little teeny tiny spoon for scooping out soap, and a sample of, I'm not using any Ariana and Evans soap. This is Apricity, okay? It's hard for me to describe the smell of that. So I'm gonna like do my little scooping thing and scoop a little bit out of there because it's just a cool little thing to be able to do. After used to be like digging it out with my finger and stuff like that. So I've been spending a lot of time, a lot of extra time with my e-bikes. I finally have all three of them. So my wife and I have been riding them around. We have the electric, from the electric LECTRIC company in Phoenix, Arizona. And I'm using the I don't know why I can't think of the pottery company that makes this. They're on Etsy, and they have a site where they make this. I'm using the Simpsons Emperor 3 brush, and so this is like going to be all kind of new stuff. But anyhow, I got my bikes and just having a lot of fun with them and getting what I feel is a good exercise. I'm able to get out, get my heart rate up to 120, 125, hold it there or in that neighborhood for a couple hours. And this is like, I've used very little. This is really lathering, puffing up quite well. I'm going to need to do a comparison on this with sterling soap, which is mostly what I have. This seems to be a little bit airy. Mike said that the old soap base he liked better of the Ariana and Evans, and I've heard, I've watched a lot of YouTube guys, although there's not as many shaving YouTubers as there once was, but I've heard from a lot of guys who actually like this. Like I said, this looks a little bit airy to me. I don't know if I need to add a little bit of water and punch it down. Oh, let's see what happens. So, I haven't straight shaved in a couple of weeks. I've used shavettes, and I've used other tools I got. I've pulled out a couple of double-edged razors that I hadn't used in a while and tried those, and I use those with Persona blades, which some people really like. To me, they have always been one or two shaves or a one and done. They've always been that way. They remind me of derby blades, just But there are people that like them, and that's all well good. That's fine. So I'm trying to. Either really does puff up. Maybe it's got something to do. I recharged the acid neutralizer in my water filtration system yesterday. Maybe the reaction to the new media and then going through the water softener has had some effect. Ordinarily, you neutralize the acid and you increase the hardness. But I did put a little bit of a magnesium type media in there. I find out that where I used to get the calcite medium at a hardware store, they went out of business. And so now you got to pay for a 50-pound bag. You pay $50, so $1 a pound, and then you got to pay $1 a pound to have it shipped to you. It's like for crying out loud, I can buy beef cheaper than this. Okay, so anyhow, we'll go with the Edge by Mike. Okay. Effectively removing, I wouldn't be surprised if it's a week or almost a week of not shaving. Hope I don't cut myself. Hope I haven't forgotten how to shave with a straight razor. That's why I've been using my Artist Club razors. Can't remember if I used a double edge half a DE shavette or not. I was going to shave with one of my 7-inch TIs because it had been the last straight that I used. It was still sitting out waiting for me to hit with some Renaissance wax. But and then I remembered I had this stuff, so I figured I'd try it. And so far, so good. So here in the States, it's Labor Day weekend. Since I dropped back to working 4 8-hour days, it makes this a 4-day weekend for me, which is good. So So, been doing bike rides, say 20, 25 miles sometimes, which, you know, the mileage on an e-bike is different. And where I ride is mostly level terrain. But the idea is I'm watching what my heart rate's doing. So I'm hoping to get back into doing some honing videos after the weather breaks toward the winter. It'll be a while because it's supposed to be like this week. It's supposed to be like really, really hot. I don't think I can remember it being pushing 100 in early September for quite some time. But it is. It's, I guess, global warming, as they tell us. So if you believe everything they tell you, and if you believe everything they tell you, you should be prepared for the pandemic 2023. We do have an election year coming up. And I did find it, and I find it quite offensive that in the development of the vaccine, okay, these people used stem cells from aborted babies, fetal stem cells, which, you know, they say, oh, we were able to regenerate them in a dish. No, you can't regenerate them in a dish, not what I read. You have to harvest them from a fetus at the age of 8 to 9 weeks. So, and I find it, you know, somebody who believes that that abortion stops a beating heart and takes a human life, which is created only one way, by the supernatural. Okay, while it is an effect, it is affected by human beings and procreation and that kind of stuff. Life is a miracle, a gift from God. And these people don't recognize it because, you know, they can make money on this vaccine. Okay. And what I really want to know on this thing is I really want to know why they're investing all this money to create a new supply for the new strain, which, like, there's this little tick up, and it's like, how interesting is this? This all happens at the same time. I'm finding here with this soap that the razor does not seem to, it's not hanging, but does not seem to slide the same way, glide across the face with the slickness that I find in it. Because I don't know if that's a vegan soap or I think this has no animal products in it. But I find it very weird that modern medicine does not work on some sort of a remedy for this disease. So instead of pumping people full of whatever medicine, regardless of what their health and what their situation is, you're going to give them this vaccine because they need it. And what they're assuming is that your body is screwed up and cannot take care of it on its own. And so what if we killed a couple little babies and ground them up and put them in your vaccine? What's the big deal? So why haven't they worked on remedies? Because the remedies, all of the remedies for this popular disease are branded as dangerous to use. Dangerous. And on social media, I don't even think I'm allowed to say what the names of some of these medicinal remedies are for to help you get through the symptoms of this particular popular disease. I don't even know if I could say those, but you'll be punished severely for not doing as you're told. Not taking your shots and not staying in your house and not wearing your mask and whatever it is else it is they tell you to do, and don't be taking any of that horse medicine. Horse medicine, that's funny. I was watching one of the most, I think he's top 3 or one of the most popular podcasters right now, and he got COVID and he did not get vaccinated like he was ordered to do. He was a disobedient soul, and he got COVID, and he took a medicine that was actually though I did see where John Campbell said that this medicine, so I can say it, ivermectin, was approved for, that doctors can now, all of a sudden, now they can prescribe it for relief from the symptoms of the popular disease. But he took that, okay, and I saw him one time not too long ago. He was talking about it on his podcast, and he said, and CNN, these idiots at CNN came out against him. Says, he took horse medicine, and ivermectin is used in veterinary treatment for parasites. Okay, that doesn't mean that there is a human version of that. Okay, it can be prescribed by doctors. I don't know if it's medicinally any different, other than maybe the particular concentration or dosage. This is a pleasant scent, this area out in Evans. So anyhow, Joe Rogan, he took the medicine. He said it sucked having it. It's just like if you get the flu, it sucks. You feel thrown for a couple of days, and then you get over it. And then you have what there's an argument over this, okay? And I think it depends on your politics as to what you believe, not necessarily the science, but the politics, because the politicians, you have one group of politicians that have their science and another group of politicians that have their science. And I find it odd that science can't even come to a consensus on stuff like diabetes. Okay, so then So you get over this and you have what is commonly believed to the best, the strongest, a natural immunity. Because when you take a fabricated vaccination that is made by crushing up dead babies and grinding them up and inject them in your, when you take one of those medicines, okay, it only lasts so long, and then you got to kill some more babies. So, but if you have a natural immunity, you're allowing your body to fight this disease. Naturally, the way it's supposed to. But I think we have this election year quandary. I think they call it the electrocrom variant. Which I think is every 4 years this makes its round. I'm yakking, whining and complaining about the government that's gonna lock you down and make you wear masks and force your employer to threaten you and your family if you don't take the shot. I'm not paying attention to my normal shade pattern, so I'm back on it. So, quite effective edge that my friend Mike, I'll just go ahead and say his name, Mike Schultz. Oh, I got myself with the toe on it right in here. A little careless. Going for chasing the baby. Quite effective edge. Yep, got me. Good shave after not having shaved for some time. Well, I took a pic, got my stuff out, and took a picture. I didn't even think about what aftershave I was going to use. Pleasant shave. So you sat there for a little while. You listened to me whine about a lot of stuff. The goings on in the year 2023 and how crazy things can get. Anyhow, I'm done shaving. I'm gonna hit that with a little alum. I didn't put out an aftershave or anything. I'll probably use some witch hazel or something, and I might maybe I'll use some of this that I keep here. This is the balm, unscented sterling balm. I like it. It works pretty good. Doesn't take much. Just put a little, that's the size of a pea on there, and that's a nice shave. Mike, when you tune in, thank you very much for the edge. Thank you much for the soap sample. It was quite enjoyable. I'm wishing everybody, if you could catch this before the holiday, which is the day after tomorrow. I hope you have a good holiday, certainly a good holiday weekend. Be safe, everybody. Think long and hard, my opinion. Think long and hard about whether getting a vaccination booster because you're told you need to do that. Think long and hard about whether you should have the right to make that decision for yourself or not. So, wishing everybody a good one. This is Bill out. Take care. Bye.